Commissioner for Human Resources, Science and Technology at the African Union Commission. I was elected as a commissioner June 30th, 2017. I took office July 31st, 2017, and my first day of office was 1st of August, 2017. So far, I've done 2 years. In August, I was 2 years old at the African Union Commission, and that means I'm 2 years, September, October, November, 2 years, 3 months almost. The African Union Commission is an interesting place to be, and it's a big house. As the Commissioner for Human Resources, Science and Technology, I have 3 divisions under me: Education, Science and Technology, and Youth and Human Resources. So I have 3 big divisions under me, with 3 heads of divisions. I also have a director who is the one coordinating the administrative aspect of that department. Out of this, I also have external offices, and these offices include IPET in Kinshasa, Congo, DRC. We also have the AUSTI. AUSTI is hosted, that's the African Observatory Science, Technology, Innovation, is hosted by Equatorial Guinea, so it is in Malabo. I have the International Center for the Education of Female and Girls, hosted by Burkina Faso, in Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso. I also have the Science Technology Research Council here in Abuja, Nigeria, hosted by Nigeria. And we also have the Pan-African Universities. The Pan-African Universities, there are 5 of them. We have the Pan-African University for Water Energy and Climate Change, which is hosted by the University of Clemson in Algeria to represent North Africa. We have the Pan-African University for Governance, Humanities and Social Sciences, hosted by the University of Yaoundé 2, Cameroon, representing Central Africa. We also have the Pan-African University for Science, Technology and Innovation, hosted by the Jomo Kenyatta University of Technology, JKUAT as they call it, in Nairobi, Kenya, representing East Africa. Then we also have the Pan-African University for Space Sciences, hosted by South Africa to represent Southern Africa. And then finally, we have the Pan-African University for Life and Earth Sciences, including Health and Agriculture, hosted by the University of Ibadan, Nigeria, representing West Africa. So these are the offices that I coordinate and the different sections that I coordinate as Commissioner for Human Resources, Science and Technology. We also have GMS and Africa. GMS and Africa is the Global Monitoring Environment, Security and Africa, which is a joint product of African Union and European Union. So it is the European Union assisting us in this project. But each of these divisions in the department have different activities. The African Head of State, in bringing out the blueprint we call Agenda 2063. Agenda 2063 is the roadmap of the Africa we want, put in 50 years. It came into force in 2013. So far we've made 6 years. So there are 44 more years to go. And in this 50-year plan, the African Head of State, which we commonly call the Assembly, decided to divide this 50 years plan into 5 phases of 10 years each. And each of these 10 years, there is a landmark and a policy or strategy to achieve. What is the vision of Agenda 2063? It is that vision of an integrated, prosperous, and peaceful Africa, driven by its own competent and skilled citizens, able to play the global arena. If we speak competence, if we speak skills, we have come into the area of education, and education is directly under me. If we want the transformation of the Africa we want, by 2063, we need to consolidate on education, science, technology, and innovation, research and development. If we do not do this, the African dream, which is the Africa we want, by 2063, we will not be able to achieve. So what happened? For my department, I have 3 strategies. The Continental Education Strategy for Africa, 2016-2025. This Continental Education Strategy for Africa has 12 different thematic clusters. And each of these thematic clusters is leading towards what we call the SDG number 4 goal. And in these thematic clusters, we have, for example, early childhood education development. That is one of the thematic clusters. The problem we have in Africa, where our children do not like science subjects, it is because we don't get them interested are the early childhood education development. So then we have the early child development cluster. We have the teacher training. The quality of the teachers will determine the quality of the students. And the quality of the teachers will determine the interest that the students put in the course. It is very, very important that we make teaching a profession, a noble profession, so that we stop using this slogan that I've been hearing all through my years, that the teacher's reward is in heaven. The teacher's reward should not be in heaven for goodness sake. The teacher's reward should be here. The teacher is the trainer of medical doctors, of engineers, of architects, etc. These kids graduate from school and they build houses. The teacher is still using Legacy's Benz. It will not be our portion in Jesus' name. Because me too, I'm a teacher. I'm a professor by profession. So we have the teacher training development cluster. We have the curriculum cluster. If you speak of the future of work, you need to talk about the present learning scope that we have. So we need curriculum review. We have the STEM cluster. We have the ICT cluster. We have also the lifelong learning cluster. Because you see people have degrees in education, degrees in art, but they don't have jobs. Are there no jobs? There are jobs. But the jobs that we have, those certificates don't tally with those jobs. So what do? We need a procedure where we will integrate these people. Our kids live here and they go to America. They read English, they have degrees and PhDs in English, in philosophy, in religion, etc. But yet they are LPNs in the US. They go and train as nurses to have jobs. Why can't we do that here in Africa to give them jobs? It is very, very important. So all these 12 thematic clusters that we have, ICT, STEM, curriculum development, teacher training development, early child development, higher education. We also have the higher education cluster. Today we've come for PAOLEXI, the Pan-African University of Life and Health Sciences. Why? Because the African Head of State thought about it. How do we provide African solutions to African challenges?